Well guys, here I am again, and I am still working on these settings. Huge thank you guys for telling me that this is frames per second. And if that is the FPS, let me go to max FPS. Does that make any difference? No. But what it looks as if 60, it looks as if I'm running, that's 30 frames per second. So I must be running at about, what, 45 frames per second? Huh. Now does that make any difference? I don't know what this bobbling is here. Okay, let's try and aggressively optimize. Does that make any difference? Not that I can see. View distance, what makes a difference? 352 blocks, that's about fine. SSO, let's turn that down. Does that make any difference? Not that I can see. That's not a second 1 and 20. That must be where I do something. No. So let's have that at medium. We like that at medium. Come on. Go to medium. God rays we know makes a difference. Shadows we know makes a difference. Particles, dynamic lights. Resolution okay. Right, let's try that. It's quite difficult because I'm actually back to the game. I'm actually okay with how it looks. It's just a little bit blurry by the, it is a bit blurry as I swing around. I want to kill that drifter. Yeah, you. Right, have I got a knife? I think that's a knife. Yeah. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, fantastic. I am absolutely thrilled to bits with that. Right, let's just play a bit and see how this goes. I've done a lot of work on this, and my goodness, I have learnt a lot. It's been fantastic. So where are we on this cobble? Yeah, it's just that bit blurry. Yeah, let me look at these settings again. Where are we? Escape. Yeah. I don't know what the vertical lines are, guys. And that looks to me, if that's 30, 40, 50, 60, it looks like I'm running at about 40 frames per second. It's not ideal, is it? Now, I only have 8 gigs of RAM on this computer, and I'm just wondering whether this computer is strong enough for VS. It should be. It should be. I'm not running shadows. The edges look beautifully sharp just on the medium SSAO, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. I want to reset my spawn. And I want to reset it there. I think I managed to reset my spawn. Now the only way to tell is to die. Let's wait for that as a happy accident. It's just that I keep respawning back at my old base, and there's not that much more that I want to move back here, so it's pretty inconvenient to have to keep moving back. Right. All right, when it gets, let's just sleep. I think we don't have much of the night left. So let's just take a quick kip on this bed, and then we will see what it looks like in the morning. What a stroke of luck to see a random drifter waiting under a tree, to go and kill it and find that you've got... Ah, that's better. Now, wow, that looks sharp. All right, now, swinging around is never good. Oops, sorry, in a game. But I think what we might do is run along this tree line and have a look at how it's doing there. Does that look blurry to you? I mean, you would expect some blurring if the trees are moving anyway. See, if I stand still, they're wiggling around anyway. Does it blur when I move? Not too bad. Guys, let me know. I'm sorry to go on and on about visual settings, but it really, this game is so beautiful and should look so clear and sharp that I think it's a shame not to get the best settings we can. So that's what I'm sort of working on at the moment. I've absolutely lost track of where I was. I started all this because I was learning to make shoots, that's right, and in running to and fro here, I realised that when I had rendered the video, that it became very blurry. It's okay, it's alright till I render it. I've had a lot of good advice. I'm seeing if this works. If not, what I might do is see if I can get a friend of mine to help me a bit more. Yeah. Stainless Fool, that might be you. I can't tell you how much I've helped. I've had help from people around me. It's been fantastic. Let me have a look and see how it looks in the distance. This is the view I'm trying to get. Yeah, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I mean, that looks good to me, but it's the movement. Of course, I tend to move my mouse very fast. And there are people who just do that. There are other people who are a bit more sensible about it. That looks sharp. But is it going to look blurry when I move? See, that grass down there looks very blurry to me. That looks a lot more blurry than it used to. Yeah, since this update, and I've updated OBS, I've had a Windows update, but it just is. Can you see how blurry the grass looks? And that's before I've rendered it. I don't know whether that's a normal look. Guys, let me know if it is. I'm sort of running around trying to look at this whole fantastic game, but it's blurred everywhere. And I don't know whether I'm just becoming, whether it's always been blurred in a way in the distance and I'm just becoming more sensitive to it. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think I might have to go back and watch previous videos. I mean, I think the thing is, once you start concentrating on something, and at the moment I'm concentrating on the visual look, it actually does. Oh gosh, I've got a chicken. Oh, I want chickens. Don't go down the hole, chicken. I'll never see you again. It's gone down the hole. Where's that chicken? Excellent. Well, I have chickens. That's a new one here. Yeah, but what I was saying was, once you start concentrating on one aspect, it's very, very easy to not see things you haven't previously realised come to pass. I'm not sure that section makes sense at all. I got totally distracted by a chicken. Right. Let's put that up and see how that looks when it's rendered. Gosh, you guys have been so kind in helping me, by the way. Right, let's have a look at when that's rendered. Does that look totally awful? I am just wondering whether my computer is strong enough for the game. Because, again, looking at what I'm running at, yeah, I'm only running at 40 frames per second. And I've got a 1080 NVIDIA gaming card. I've only got 8, is it gigabytes of RAM? Which is low. But still, if I can get up to here, why is it black here and red here? I don't know. If I can get up to, say, 40 frames per second on the recording, that's going to be a lot better, I hope. Right, let's give that a try. Render it, see how we feel. Right, I've just watched my recording back and I'm really not happy. Now, I haven't had a lot of wind in this area before, so it may just be that because I've been used to it being still, that the movement of the wind makes me think it's blurring horribly. But I do feel I'm getting a lot of blurring, and that's just watching the raw video through. See, if you look at the trees here, they're blurring. They are blurry. And should they be like that? I mean, I expect perhaps some with the wind, but it struck me that this wind movement is something I really haven't had much of. God, I sound as if I'm discussing my bowels, but I'm not. I'm discussing this game. It's worrying me a lot because I love playing Vintage Story. And see, I noticed that coming along here, if you look at these cacti, right, when I run along here, they blur. Should that happen? Or should they... Oh, hello. Let me go the other way. I don't want to... I mean, they're beautifully sharp when I look at them. That looks okay to me. That looks sharp enough when I'm still. But when I'm moving and the trees are moving, I don't know. I was particularly worried about the grass when I went up on the hillside, in that I thought that the grass was particularly blurry. And again, I don't know whether that's... Yeah, can you see it just where my cursor is? And it seems to be that sort of middle band. Yeah. The moving of the grass. Yeah, just where my cursor is. It's when I look straight ahead that, you know, my field of view is 354, I think. So I don't know whether field of view affects this. I mean, this is more of a video saying I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm very worried about the blur at the end of the pond. Is that normal? It doesn't look normal to me. I always feel I've got grease on the lens. I want to go and sort of clean the camera, but that's not the case. I mean, that's within 350, so the field of view is fine. It's just not... I suppose the other thing I could do... Escape settings. Right, we're watching this FPS. Let's put that up to high quality. Does that affect the S? It does, doesn't it? Look. Ooh. But does it get rid of the blurring? No. No, the grass is still blurred. does it look better? God, this is so irritating. I'm just not quite adept enough at sort of maximising the use of my computer. How does that look as we run forwards? That looks better to me. Let's go up on the hill and look at the grass in the distance and see if that's any better. Gosh, so difficult getting visuals right. I had them okay, but everyone else says no, it was always a bit blurry. It's just that you didn't notice. I think I was too, yeah, hello. I was too bound up in the game. Oh, we've had piglets. Excellent. I tell you what, this is I may be having a rough time on the visuals, but the game itself is actually, I managed to reset spawn, find a chicken, and we've had piglets all while I've been playing around with these visuals. Now let's have a look at the grass. That's still blurry. Should grass look blurry like that in the distance? I do not know. I have to say, this, looking at how blurry it looks in the raw footage, I absolutely hate to think what this is going to look like when it's rendered. I am going to render it and put it up because often that makes a huge, huge difference. I seem to have, oh no, it's not a hole in my wall, it's just a hole to my cellar floor. Okay. Right, guys. Let's try this again.